Which were the best cycling nations of 2024 and shot the most pro wins? No, it wasn't Tadej Pogacar's Slovenia. Welcome at Cycling for Cycling, discover the full top 10 and join us in this exciting video. At the very end, we also reveal a rider who had a great season but whose country isn't even in the top 15, so stay tuned. Races with only continental teams do not count as pro wins. There have to be World Tour and or Pro Tour riders at the start. GC wins also count as a pro win. Hit the road, here it goes. In 10th place Norway with 21 victories, of which 8 by 37-year-old Alexander Kristoff. 9th is Spain with 22 victories. Ayuso took 4 wins, including the GC in the Basque Country, and Carlos Rodriguez won the Tour of Romandie. Then Australia with 24. Sprinter Sam Welshford took 4 triumphs, of which 3 in the Santos Tour Down Under. A special mention for Ben O'Connor with a stage win in the Vuelta, but also 2nd in the Vuelta and 2nd at the Worlds after Pogacar. Denmark is 7th with 35 successes. Mats Pedersen is the king of victories with 12. He won 2 GCs with Tour de la Provence and Deutschland Tour. But his most beautiful one was in Ghent-Wevelgem against world champion Mathieu van der Poel in the sprint. Here we see the images of this race. Despite his heavy crash in the Basque Country, Jonas Vingegaard still managed to win 9. He won 3 GCs, including Tirreno Adriatico and Tour de Pologne. Vingegaard finished 2nd in the Tour with a great stage win against his rival Pogacar. Great Britain occupies 6th place with 36 victories. Stephen Williams and Adam Yates both have 6. Williams won 2 GCs in Santos Tour Down Under and Tour of Britain. But his most impressive triumph was in a rain-soaked Flèche Wallonne, with which he won a real climbing classic. Adam Yates won a stage in the Vuelta and the general classification in Tour de Suisse. Tom Pidcock took 1 victory with the Amstel Gold Race. The retired Cavendish broke the record of 35 Tour stage wins, 1 more than Eddy Merckx. Slovenia is in 5th place with 38 victories, 25 of which were by Tadej Pogacar on his own. His biggest and most important crown was of course that of world champion in Zurich. Primož Roglič follows with 8 successes. Here you can see the decision at the Worlds where he leaves the Frenchman Sivakov behind. Pogacar made history by attacking with 100 km to go. It was his first world title, but in our opinion certainly not his last. Last year Pogacar achieved the famous triple crown within 1 season, because he also won the Giro and 6 stage victories and also the Tour and 6 stage victories. Only Eddy Merckx and Steven Roach did that before him. In addition, he had already started the year with an impressive solo of 81 km in Strade Bianche. And it didn't stop there. Pogacar also won 2 cycling monuments with a big lead, Liège-Bastogne-Liège and Lombardia, which he won for the 4th time in a row, just like the legendary Fausto Coppi. In total good for 25 victories last season, including 3 GCs, Giro, Tour and Volta Catalunya. Primož Roglič counts 8 triumphs. The general classification and 3 stages in the Vuelta and the GC win and 2 stages in Criterium du Dauphiné. Finally, we would also like to mention Jan Tratnik with his success in Omloop het Nieuwsblad. If you like our content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos in the future. In 4th place we find the Netherlands with 44 victories. Olaf Kooi of Visma Lease Bike is good for 8 victories, followed by Dylan Groenewegen and Arvid de Klein with 5. Mathieu van der Poel's counter for 2024 ended at 4. Here we see Kooi winning a sprint in the Giro against Jonathan Milan. He also scored twice in Paris-Nice. Dylan Groenewegen achieved 5 victories, but the one as Dutch champion does not count towards the 44 pro victories for the Netherlands. Arvid de Klein was a revelation with also 5 wins, especially the one in Paris-Nice stood out. Mathieu van der Poel increased his total number of pro wins to 50, with 4 victories this season, a milestone. It is striking that there were 2 monuments among them, just like in 2023, when he also won the world title. In the Tour of Flanders, the Flying Dutchman had a lead of more than 1 minute. 9 days earlier, he had also won the E3 Saxo Classic. 1 week after Flanders, MVP also won Paris-Roubaix with a 3-minute lead over Jasper Philipsen. Italy holds the third place with 46 triumphs. Sprinter Jonathan Milan is far ahead with 11 bullseyes. Bettiol has 4, Ganna and Ulissi were able to cheer 3 times. Here we see Milan win a stage in Tirreno Adriatico, which he would do twice. He was also successful in the Giro with 3 stage victories. He also won the points jersey there, but that does not count as a victory in this ranking. In the meantime, Bettiol transferred to Astana Kazakhstan's team and finished with 4 wins. Of course, that bouquet of national champion does not count towards the Italian total. In second place, France with 65 victories. Benoit Cosnefroid scored 7 times with the main bird, the Brabantse Pijl. Behind him follow 4 riders with all 5 victories: Chaniere, Magnier, Martinez and Lapera. Here we see Cosnefroid of the surprisingly strong Decathlon Age d'Isère La Mondiale team win the sprint against Dylan Teuns. Lapera is the current French champion, but that victory is of course not counted in the total for France. Many French riders achieved an even smaller number of victories, which has brought them to second place. And then we come to number 1 on this list, Belgium, with no less than 95 victories. Tim Merlier leads with 16 pieces ahead of the trio Remco Evenepoel, Jasper Philipsen and Thibaut Nys with 9. Arnaud Delis has 7 and Wout van Aert and Lennart van Eetveld 5. European road champion and 3 stages in the Giro were Tim Merlier's most important successes last season. His fellow sprinter Jasper Philipsen won the first monument of the season with Milano-San Remo and also 1 stage in Tirreno Adriatico. In addition, the Alpecin de Koningrijder also won 3 stages in Tour de France. Remco Evenepoel experienced a dream in Paris with double Olympic gold. During the World Time Trial Championships, he had a nervous start with chain problems, but eventually won comfortably and cheering over the finish line. On top of that, he also won a stage in Paris-Nice, Critérium du Dauphiné and Tour de France, where he finished on the podium in 3rd place on his debut. Evenepoel also won the general classification in Volta Algarve. Thibaut Nys exploded this year with 9 victories, including the GC and Tour de Hongrie. Arnaud Delis won the Belgian national road title and the Breton Paris-Roubaix, namely Tron-Bron-Léon. Despite 2 heavy crashes, Wout van Aert was still good for 5 victories, including 3 in the Vuelta. These countries just missed out on the top 10. In 15th place we see Republic of Ireland with 10 wins, just above Germany and New Zealand with 11 successes. The 13th position is for Colombia with 12 victories. Mark Hirschi provided no less than 9 of the 16 wins for Switzerland. The United States is number 11 with 1 victory more than the Swiss. Matteo Jurgensen may have only won 2, but 2 great ones, the general classification in Paris-Nice and the classic Dwars door Vlaanderen. McNulty with his 9 wins and Jurgensen also contributed to the number of UCI points for the United States, which means they just make it into the top 10 in the official UCI World Ranking. The UCI Nations Ranking top 10 looks like this. That's because that ranking is not based on the number of victories, but on UCI points attached to every race. And finally, what we promised at the beginning of this video, that one rider with a brilliant season, but his country is not in the top 15. Biniam Girmay booked the first victory of a black African in the Tour de France and 3 stage wins. In total, his country Eritrea scored only 6 pro victories, 5 of which were by Bini. And not to forget that he also won the green jersey in the Tour de France. We hope you enjoyed the video. Our mascot Cyclo thanks you all for watching. Bye bye.